Hi everybody, today I'm at my favorite place in the whole world. I could literally live in this place, and it is they have a big variety of magazines that you could borrow. The adult nonfiction, encyclopedias, books about plants, animals. I believe this is all, plants and animals. So if you're a biology student or a zoology, then maybe you'll be found somewhere around here. So many rows of adult nonfiction. Oh, I know a couple of friends of mine who would appreciate a book like this. And some friends would appreciate a book like this too. And then of course they have lots of seating areas. So we're still in adult nonfiction. Rows and rows of adult nonfiction. This library also has private rooms in case you want complete privacy and you don't want any noise. So if you're doing something which is super, you don't want any disturbance at all, then you could easily go into one of these rooms. Mostly people who are studying for very tough exams. So here's an interesting section. They have publications and DVDs in different languages. Chinese, Filipino, German, Gujarati, Hindi, Italian, Persian, Polish, Russian, Spanish, Tamil, Urdu, French, literature, ESL readers. Okay, so these are books in the languages that you just see here. And then these are DVDs in different languages. Oh, that is a magazine from my home country. Pakiza. It says Pakiza. And then when you lift this, they have previous issues underneath. That's where they store the previous issues. What language is this? It looks like it's Italian. Oh, I was right. Yay. And then this is definitely a publication from India. So there's places to sit scattered all over the library, upper floor, where you can sit and do your work without any disturbance, such as this little cabin here. And then there are more. And as you can see, it's pin drop silence. So you could study for an exam, or you could be doing a job hunt or anything without any disturbance in one of these desks. More places to sit. I'm right now in the adult section, and you won't find kids here. Just all adults. Now this is a section that a lot of friends of mine would be interested in. Books with women as the central characters or character.
It's number 6. Number 6. So as soon as they're done, I'll get a file. Let's try again.
More places to sit and do your work. Mostly people use their laptops here. As you can see, they have those plug-in things. So this is the Electronics Resources Training Lab. All right, so we've come to the end of the adult section, and now I'll be taking you to the children's section. I love children's books, especially the illustrated ones with big illustrations. You could stay in this place forever and not get bored, literally. So we're in the children's section, which is downstairs, and then they have the aisles labeled alphabetically. More books, children's books. They do have adult books here as well, so it's basically children's and adult section both. I mean, upstairs is just adults, but this is adults and children both. So you'll see, I mean, these are all adult books. And then they have a section for audiobooks. Comics. I went through a stage when I was crazy about comics. I wonder if they have Archie comics here. Yes, they do. I Spy with My Little Eye and Archie comic. Jack and Archie. Who's your favorite Archie comic character? I liked Betty. I feel like I could relate to her. There's tons and tons of children's illustrated books. I'm a big fan of children's illustrated books. So as I told you before, I've written a manuscript for one myself, and I can actually picture the kind of illustrations my book is going to have. They're going to be big and very colorful. If I could find something similar to what I have in mind, that would be great. I'll have to spend more time here though. Look at that. So this is where the kids and teens can access the internet. Previously they had 6 computers on the 6 separate tables you see here, but because of COVID and social distancing procedures, they have only 2 stations per table. Only 2 stations per table. Okay, and then they have printer and photocopying services here as well. It's paid, you have to pay, but it's pretty cheap. You can put money on a card and then use the card. And then you scan the card here and it starts doing whatever you want, either photocopy or printing. Pretty simple actually. You can put a book on hold online. So if you want to read a book and it's not available, you can put it on hold for when it becomes available, and then you can borrow it. I've done this before. Sometimes you really need to read a book, maybe it's for your school and it's not in the library at the moment, but you can get it put on hold and nobody can borrow it before you do. So of course even holds are done alphabetically. Everything in the library is alphabetical. All right, and then before I leave, let me show you, we also have electronic checkout. You just put your books here. It starts scanning whatever books and magazines and DVDs you put on this tile here, and they show up on the screen, and then you can just scan your library card here and you're good to go. So they have 4 of these. So these are the rules that you have to abide by if you are using this library. Okay, and they have these catalogs where you can find whatever you're looking for. Okay. All right, so I'm leaving the library now. I think I've shown you everything. This is my favorite place. The library allows you to renew books 3 times, but these rapid renewal books can only be cannot be renewed. You have to read them within 14 days and return them. So it's probably because it's because they're probably like very in demand. A lot of people want to borrow them, or they're new. One of those 2 reasons. DVDs. This is something I would borrow because I like this kind of stuff, ghosts and stuff like that. They also have audio CDs. Ooh. Recognize any of these artists? Do people actually borrow CDs anymore? Like, I'm wondering. All right, well, I'm leaving the library. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't you find this place to be absolutely wonderful? I mean, there's something for everybody here. You know, you can browse the internet, you can borrow DVDs, you can borrow books, magazines. There is something for everybody in this library. Just left the library. It is a beautiful library. And like I said, there's something for everybody. All right, going home. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.